Well, it has been quite a while since we've not only been on the channel, but played this very game, which is Little Nightmares the First. The first time I played this on the channel was all the way back in May of 2020, so nearly 4 years ago at this point. And I played the second one in February of 2021, which was 3 years ago already, which is crazy. But today we're going to be playing the DLC, which is the Residence DLC for the first Little Nightmares game, which at this point I've played several times, but I've never actually recorded it. And I have a funny story, and that is that I've actually sat down and have recorded it in the past, but I never actually uploaded it because I wasn't really happy with how the recording turned out. I think this was a couple years ago, like 2022, maybe early 2023. But yeah, I wasn't happy with how the recording turned out. So we're going to be playing the DLC today, the first DLC. And we'll be expanding the first Little Nightmares playlist on the channel, starting with this video. This is, of course, the chapter with the granny. And we're swimming by ourselves. All alone. In the dark. Oh. No. Alright. Well, yeah, anyway, I am playing this partly due to the fact that Little Nightmares 3 is supposed to be coming out soon, or at least this year. We know it's definitely going to be this year. I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard because my controller is dead, and I don't actually know. I don't remember how to turn your light on. Actually, I'm being stupid. We have no light. Why am I like this? Yeah, this isn't like the base game where 6 just starts off with the candle. We need to find the flashlight as the runaway kid. Oh, there's Roger, the boy Roger. He gone. Oh nope, never mind. Okay, we got a boat. This is probably a depiction of the Maw. Let's go down. Ah. So, oh. Okay.
Okay.
Anyhow, as I was saying, you can actually access this area in the base game as 6. When you go up the boxes on the right over here, you can go around here and access that room. Which is pretty interesting. Which brings me to my next point that I wanted to bring up, which is the fact that I think it's pretty cool that as the runaway kid, you can kind of see 6's journey on the Maw, which is kind of coinciding with the runaway kids. I don't know why I'm trying to get in this room. But yeah, there is a camera somewhere. I think it's the eye that you see, where you can kind of see what 6 is doing, like she's escaping the clutches of the shoe monster, and there's a couple other things that you can see. Okay, so how do you... Okay, so shift is to run, and then slide with control, which is also the duck button. Okay, okay, I think we're gonna go around the edges here. There is another kid. I think it's a girl back there that we just seen, and she has the flashlight. Yeah, run. Alright, we good. Okay, so something else I wanted to bring up is the cliche thing on the TFM channel now, which is plans. I always say, I always try to make plans and talk about them in my many return videos, So much so that it's kind of become a cliche at this point. But yeah, I do have plans on returning, like I said beforehand, with Little Nightmares 3 when it does come out eventually. But in addition to that, I did want to make a experience video on Little Inferno, which I actually recorded one or started recording one last March, but I never got around to doing that. Yeah, I started recording last year not a history of, that's the Some Random Nerd channel, which you can subscribe to, by the way. But yeah, I started making an experience video on the Little Inferno game, which I ended up scrapping, but I do have plans to recreate it, or at least do one eventually. And I also want to do an experience video on Pixel Gun 3D when it comes out on PC, because they're releasing the Steam edition, which is, finally, after nearly over 10 years at this point. I think it was 2013 when the game came out, which I actually am an OG of the game on mobile. It was one of the first games I played on my tablet or Kindle, whatever it was. And yeah, I actually, it coming to PC was something that I always wanted for the game, and it finally happening, which is nice. So I'll probably make a video on that. I actually had 2 videos on the game several years ago. In fact, the first one was one of my first videos in 2016, I believe it was. And of course, those videos were part of the near to or close to 100 scrapped videos, or not scrapped videos, deleted videos, which I of course regret removing from the channel. But yeah, I did record Pixel Gun videos before, and I do have plans on, again, making an experience video on Pixel Gun 3D when it comes out on the PC, with the PC edition on Steam. Okay, here's the flashlight. Another game that I could do, which I've kind of planned to do for a while now. How do we use the flashlight? Okie day, it is F. That makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense. But yeah, Below Zero, or Subnautica Below Zero, is a game that I've planned on doing a series on the channel for a while now. Since like 2021, when I played the original Subnautica game, which is one of my favorite games, alongside Little Nightmares itself, which we're playing right now. Okay, get away. Get away, man. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Jump. Personally, I do find it a lot easier to play. Okay, I'm dead. As I was saying, and as I just proved, I find it a lot easier to play this game on the controller as opposed to the keyboard, but yeah, as I said earlier, I don't have a powered controller at the moment. Also, where's my cursor? I can't find my cursor. I can't find my cursor, man. I hope the audio is fine, because I'm using a different recording software at the moment, and I tested the audio a little earlier, and it wasn't, it was a little quiet, so I'm going to try to boost the audio in the editing software. Okay, here we go. So I think this is where we first encounter the granny. Yeah, there she is. I feel like the part in the final DLC where you have to use the flashlight to get rid of the shadow children or whatever, similar to what you have to do with the mannequins in the hospital in 2. I feel like that part's going to be really difficult without a controller. And I don't know if I'm going to binge record all 3 DLCs in one night, or okay. I don't know how to throw. Okay, so it's space. That's I literally could have figured that out myself if I wasn't being so stupid at the moment, because it's the same as the jump button on the controller, which is A, so logically it would be the space key to throw / jump. But as I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to binge record these in one night, or if I'm going to play it, or if I'm going to play the rest of it tomorrow. And I'll likely have a controller by then. But yeah, if I do play on the keyboard and I do binge record it all tonight, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to do that last part. Okay, so I think we need to turn this on if I remember correctly. There we go. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. For tree. And I miss. Okay, so I believe this puzzle requires us to fill the water up until a certain level, and then we kind of get in through here quickly. I think we've already failed, because this is going to fill up. No, never mind. We're good. I think you need to do it in a precise way in order to get the bottle behind there, but I already have all of the achievements for both of the Little Nightmares games, so I don't really need to even care about getting the bottles. But yeah, let's see what we have in front of us. Okay, we have to get through here. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how to see if the controls or mechanics in Little Nightmares 3 are going to be a little different, which, by the way, I'm extremely hyped for that game. Alright. Nope. I don't. Okay, so it is shift to sprint. We Gucci. I think we're Gucci. Alright. I don't think we're Gucci, are we? Nah. Okay, so I've changed the key mapping around a bit, so my sprint key is control as opposed to shift, which is a lot easier for me, so it's definitely better to play, which I think is the problem I was having, because the way I put my hands on the keyboard and play is a bit odd, or at least different from how other people do it. I forgot whether I can get up here naturally or not. No, I cannot. I might be screwed. And we're good. Go, 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 go. And alright, we're good. Okay. Alright, let's swing. Boop. Okay, we're good. So, if I remember correctly, what we have to do is we have to lure the granny over here, and then make a run for it and just bolt over here. Alright. We are Gucci. I think this is where you can get an achievement. Like, I think there's a ball right here. And you can throw it in the bin, I think like once or 3 times or something like that. And you get an achievement. I don't really need it because, like I said earlier, I have all the achievements, so we don't gotta worry about that. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite I don't know what you would call it, features, puzzles that you can do in this game, particularly in this level. You just like run up the board like that and open the doorknob. Nice. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the one where you drain the room, and then there's like an entire room down there. Yeet. One of the things I feel kind of bad about when it comes to leaving and returning is seeing all the comments, which are always on all of my return videos, and it's very wholesome. A lot of you guys are always get excited whenever I return, and it's cool to see the comments. And then I always feel so bad when I leave again, which I've never really divulged a proper reasoning as to why I leave and go, which is mainly due to the fact that there isn't necessarily any major reason why I do it. I guess motivation is sort of a cause, like kind of just either getting less views than expected, or just the fact that everything kind of remains the same. I haven't really seen much growth on the channel in several years, which I don't know if it's due to the fact that I've gotten bored of Minecraft content and kind of stopped doing that for the most part, or if Minecraft itself is just dead again, or at least the PvP community, which is what I predominantly focused on. But yeah, I don't know what the issue is. But yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why. Another is that I sometimes just have other things to focus on, which includes the Some Random Nerd channel, which I do post on pretty regularly, and it's kind of the channel I've been doing and focusing on for the past year or so. I think a little longer. And so yeah, if you do, okay, I completely forgot about that. That she pops her head out. Alright, I think I'm gonna get to this box over here. But yeah, as I was saying, it's hard to concentrate with stress. If you're a fan of Star Wars or Harry Potter, Tolkien, Pirates of the Caribbean even, I do content based off of that stuff. So like character analysis, a history of, a bunch of other things like breakdowns on shows, which is usually Star Wars, because the other franchises don't typically have TV shows. I guess Tolkien's kind of been doing shows with the Rings of Power, which surprisingly I was mostly a fan of, which I know a lot of people don't really like the show, like hardcore Tolkien fans, and I'm a pretty big Tolkien fan, and I did kind of enjoy the show, though I can understand where a lot of the dislike for the show comes from. But the point I'm getting at is that season 2 is supposed to be coming, hopefully this year. And I'm probably going to do a breakdown on it, just like I do with the Star Wars shows. I forgot what I do here. Can I just run over there, or do I have to, is there like fish somewhere that I can throw and distract her with? Because I don't remember. I see the water puddling up, which I assume means she's there. I think we should be good to make this, though. Unless I blunder yet again, which would not be surprising. Okay, we're good. Okay. Let's go. Oh, almost fell. Okay, do I just keep climbing this then? I think that's what I do. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is the key part, or the crank part, rather. So I assume, if I remember correctly, I need to stop saying that, but I can't really think of another way to phrase it at the moment. But if I remember correctly, the final part where we kill the granny with the TV, I think is right after this part. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, there we go. And then I believe the key is up here. And then what we do is we throw or the crank rather, I keep calling it a key. The crank, what we do with that is we throw it down. On top of that box. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. And then we throw it on the box like that. And then we can toggle the water again. And then grab it. And then insert it into the niche. The triangular niche. This box may not be close enough. Yeah, okay. So yeah, once we insert it into the slot, we have to quickly run across and get under the door, I believe. One thing I feel like I've naturally improved at is being able to kind of discuss a topic in my videos or bring up something without getting super distracted or going off on a tangent like I used to typically do. Also, I realigned the box there, which definitely helped out with getting to the other side faster. But yeah, I think this should be the end, as I said before. Or close to the end. Yes. Please leave me alone, old lady. Go, 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 go. No. Alright, we're good. We just gotta swing. Trying to get maximum distance. There we go. Go, 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 go. Me. Okay, this is it. Excuse the weird noises. I need to go. Okay, we're good. Okay. TV's on. Okay. We gotta go. We gotta go, man. Leave me alone. Now, the thing about this part is that it's always super finicky trying to push it in the water, and you have to be fast. You have to be ridiculously fast, or else she will. Alright, I think we got it. Yeah, she'll pull down the beam, and you'll fall into the electric water as well. Now, it is entirely possible for me to botch this jump, Actually, I think the water isn't electrified anymore, but it is entirely possible to botch that jump if you jump immediately as soon as she dies, and you'll get electrocuted and die and have to start over. Okay. Honestly, I've heard a lot of people say, okay, that's just a bottle. I've heard a lot of people say that the depths is their favorite. I have to entirely disagree with that. I actually prefer the other two way more than the depth DLC, which I think we've finished just about here. I believe this is the very end. But yeah, my favorite is probably, honestly, genuinely a tie between the next two, which is the hideaway and okay, there we get the janitor. Is it the residence? Because I think earlier in the video at the very start I called the DLC as a whole, the 3 new chapters or additional chapters, the residence, which is just not true. The final DLC is called the residence. The DLC pack is Secrets of the Maw. I should have specified that, or remembered to specify that earlier. I'll probably add like a annotation or like a footnote at that point in the video while I'm editing. But yeah, that is just about it for the first DLC in Secrets of the Maw. And yeah, we got 2 more, which I think I'm going to take a break and probably start editing this video now, and then probably come back tomorrow with the controller, if I have batteries, which I think I do. But yeah, this is the very beginning of the hideaway, I believe. So I think we're gonna end it here. Hopefully you enjoy the return, not only to the channel, or at least for now, but the return to Little Nightmares. This is kind of like a prelude to our eventual Little Nightmares 3 series. And I always wanted to, and I always planned on recording the Secrets of the Maw DLC pack, but never really got around to it. I did, but I wasn't happy with it at the time. And now that I'm kind of in the mood to record for TFM again, I just thought I'd record this. And yeah. So this is, like I said earlier, this is the beginning of the hideaway. So we're going to end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. See ya.